Bees in the flowers, birds in the trees, nature's beauty in things like these. Rivers and mountains, valleys so wide, stars in the heavens, deep blue they are. Everyday artist, the old and the new, color each day a bright golden hue. Now that we know you, our story begins. Come and be with us, artists and friends. Da 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 dum, da da dum, da 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 dum.
It's so nice to see you again. You everyday artists are so great. I have so many pictures of Rip the rabbit. Rip told me to put them all on my art wall. Can you see your picture here? I wish I had time to show you each picture that's been sent in, but they're just in time because I have an art project that I want to show you today.
Oh, Miss Polly, the mailman just left your mailbox over there. I think he left you something.
Oh, wonderful. I bet it's some more pictures, Rip. Sure does look like, oh, a large envelope. Oh, it's some more, I think.
Well, good.
Let's look at them. Let's see if I can get these open and see what. All right, look at these. You know, we've just had all kinds of, look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that fine? Beth, as she sees you as a brown rabbit.
Oh, that's pretty.
Looks like sailboats back there.
Sure does.
Oh, let's see what else is here. Oh, look. Rip, this one has writing on it.
It sure does. It says, "You are nice, you are good, I love you." Isn't that nice?
Oh, I think that's wonderful. There's a star on it, too. I think that's because you're a star.
Oh.
You're right. Look at this one.
Oh, now look at that one. Isn't that pretty?
I must brag on the artist. Look at the background and that green grass.
Mm-hmm.
Rip, that's a good painting.
It sure is.
Let's see another one. Oh, look at what Brandy drew.
Ooh, look at that carrot, Miss Polly.
Isn't that fine?
Sure
Holding
is
a
nice.
carrot. She knows you like carrots.
Oh, yeah, I love them.
Yes.
Love
Look
carrots.
at this one. Now look at the texture in the tree trunk and in the rabbit fur. Looks like another carrot.
Yeah.
Well,
Sure
Rip,
is.
why don't you put yours on your wall?
Oh, I'd love to, Miss Polly.
Okay.
Let me take them down here. I'll be right back up.
And while you're down there, would you check and see if you have any egg cartons? I need a few more for this project. I don't really...
Well, I've checked around, Miss Polly, and I don't have a one. I think I gave them all to Fluffy. She is going to make a waste paper basket out of them.
Oh.
But there's Bobo, the Eggman, now.
Hey, Miss Polly. Rip.
Hi.
Hi,
Got you some
Bobo.
eggs today.
You certainly do. Oh, that's great. Let's see.
What, you need about 2 dozen?
Uh-huh. Why don't you give me that one in the blue box?
The blue one, all right.
And how about the yellow one?
The yellow one, here's a pretty yellow one.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, thank
You're gonna
you.
need 2 dozen next week, too.
Sure will.
All right.
Sure will.
Goodbye, Miss Polly. Rip.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye,
Bobo.
Bobo.
Bye-bye.
I like that old boy. You know, he helped me run them coyotes off a lot of times.
Oh, he does.
Yeah,
Well,
it does.
that's good. Say, Rip, could you use these eggs?
I sure could, Miss Polly. You want the cartons, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Well, here, let me be real easy, and I'll take them down here and empty them out for you.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now, there's one carton back.
All right. Now, here, empty the blue one, too.
Real easy.
You know, these cartons are just right for our project. I like all the bright colors.
And there's the blue one.
Thank you, Rip.
Oh, you're welcome, Miss Polly.
Now I'll show the school artists this project.
Good, good.
Now, first of all, for this project, you'll need egg carton like this. You use the bottom part and the top part for the project we're going to make. Now, you'll need cotton balls, and you can use your white glue, or I have some rubber cement. That works fine. You'll need scissors. I hope you have some large scissors, and just plain straight pins. Now, let's see. Let me show you how we go about doing this project. I have pink one here that I've been working on, and I want to make the rabbit out of pink. So the first thing I need to do is to cut off about 4. All right. Then after you get 4, you cut each one separately like this. And I like to go right along that little ridge. Turn it here because I need a half sphere. Remember that word, sphere? So here I go. I'm trimming off. Can you tell how I'm trimming it? And I'm trying to keep it perfectly flat as I cut it. And I want it to look like half of a ball. And you can put it down on your table and see if it's about right. I think that one's all right, so let's do another one. It's you cut it and you try to hold your scissors kind of flat, and you may need some teacher's scissors for this project, and perhaps someone could help you by getting this ready ahead of time. That is pretty flat. If it's not flat, you can trim it just a little bit like that. And I need 4 of those, so let's do 2 more. And as I work, I kind of hold it and move the egg carton and hold my scissors in the same place. And it seems to me that helps. And it also helps if you lay it down to see if it has any scallops in it. If it does, you could trim them out. All right. Now these need to be glued together to make a circle. Now I need to get my glue, and I have rubber cement here. It's kind of a large container, and you take your glue, one of your little half spheres, and brush off some of the glue, and I kind of brush in, so if any of it runs down, it runs inside. And a good place to put it while you're waiting is inside that egg carton if you have part of it there. Now let me do another one. I glue both sides of this little circle. Looks kind of like a half of an egg, doesn't it? Then after you've glued them both, take them, put this together. You can kind of move it around because sometimes you have a little scallops in it, but if you move it around, you can make it into a circle, and then kind of hold it together like that. If you wanted to, you could hold it the whole time until you're sure it's glued. But I think if I put it right there, I can show you how we glue the next one. Now that little circle here, one of them will be the head of the rabbit, and the other one will be the body of the rabbit. So you need 2 circles. And you know, when I make something like this, I call it a 3D. That means 3 dimensions, because it's kind of like sculpture. When you're older, perhaps you'll make sculpture. Move it around until you have a nice circle. All right. Now this would be the body of the rabbit, and if this one's dry enough, I glue it right like that for the top. Now let me put a little bit for the head, rather. I want to put some rubber cement there, and you can use white glue for this. Glue it together like that. And it'd probably be a good idea to hold it. So I have one that's already glued together, so I can work with it because it's dry. Do you see? This little line is on the tummy of the rabbit. This little line is on the face of the rabbit. Now I'm ready to make ears, to put the ears on, and look for scraps and cut out some ears. And this part is part of the circle that we cut out. And you know, rabbits have long ears and they're pointed. So just sort of cut it like that, and then you can trim it up after you cut it off. There, let's round that off a little bit. And you see, That, along with this one, would make a nice ear. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next step. You need straight pins to pin the ears on. And it might be a good idea if two of you work together. One could hold the ear, and you could make the ear go this way if you wanted to. Do you like that idea? All right, let's make the ear just kind of stand out, and it goes right on the side of the head, just like it really does. You know, I think it's about time Rip really found out how he looks. You know, I think I'm going to give him a mirror so he can find out. And, you know, all those pictures you made helps. I don't know if this rabbit's going to look like Rip or not. Now, I'm ready for eyes, and I have a marker here. So let me go ahead, and you could cut paper eyes. Let me lay this down until I get the marker top off. If you don't keep the top off, the top on, the marker will dry up on you, so you have to be careful, don't you? Do you know, I think this looks more like a girl rabbit. What do you think? I could really make it look like a girl if I give her long eyelashes like that. And I might go ahead and give a little pink nose right here. And you can add whiskers. Let me show you how you add whiskers. You know, when I was trimming, I got some little trim like that. All right, let's see if we can put that on for whiskers. Put just a little touch right there on the nose, and then add whiskers. All right, now we need to make arms. I need to show you how to do that, and then we have to put the rabbit on a base. So let me show you. Here's a scrap. Just round it off. It's very much like the ear, and you put it right here on the side, and you have an arm. And of course you want two arms. Now let me show you how you make the base. Use the lid. See, this one's already, it's nice and flat. Sometimes they have writing on them. I have one that I've already made here. Sort of looks like a heart, and all you have to do is put your rabbit right here. So let's get the rabbit, and let's see if we can get the rabbit. That's right, there's some glue already on it. All right, now the rabbit needs a little fuzzy tail. I have a little bit of cotton here. Let me hold it tight while I put the little cotton ball right there. Push it on. Now, she's ready for a basket, and I have one here. You make it out of the egg carton too, and it kind of looks like a flower, or it looks like a little basket. Let me put a little bit more glue right there, and we'll put it on, and there. I shove down real tight. Now, I wonder what Rip will think about that. I wonder if he'll think this looks anything like his friend Fluffy.
Well, Miss Polly, what you got there?
Well, this is the little rabbit I made for today's project. You have a boiled egg?
I sure do, Miss Polly. Just a minute.
Okay, get it for us.
I got one right here, yeah.
Now, let me put it in here, and you tell me, who does that look like?
Oh, I think that looks just like Fluffy.
Do you really?
That is pretty, Miss Polly.
I kind of like that rabbit, and the egg looks... That could be just a flower, but the egg goes in there kind of
yeah,
nice.
it's got down there in that little cotton tail. Yeah, it kind of looks like my tail.
Yeah, I kind of think...
Leaves in the flowers, birds in the trees, nature's beauty, and things like these. Rivers and mountains, valleys so wide, stars in the heavens, deep blue they hide. Everyday artist, the old and the new, color each day a bright golden hue. Now that we know you, our story begins. Come and be with us.